Tangent. Tangent. Error. 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 Go back. Let's talk about Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley is an English occultist, as we can see here in the big works of Wikipedia's. He wrote a few books about magic, about creating things, and I think many people associate him with Satanism. And I think that's a pretty apt thing, because I do believe that he was doing some crazy shit. The thing is, he had a lot of points that I want to really point out in this video about magic. Because magic, according to Aleister Crowley, and I would love to see that specific quote, but let's just not try to waste time on that. He used the simple act of lighting a cigarette, which I'm gonna do. Yes, I do smoke still. But he used the act of lighting a simple cigarette as an act of magic. Now, why? Why? It is because before you have lit the actual cigarette, the thought of creating light and lighting the cigarette is a thought in your mind. Then when you light it, like right now, I don't have a finished cigarette to light. I am taking the components of the cigarette, and I'm then creating it. I'm manifesting it. Ta-da! If you think about that, if you see beyond the cover of the book or the headline of the chapter, this can be applied in anything in life. Anything at all. Yesterday, I started the day by saying that, well, today is probably not going to be as awesome as yesterday, but I'm going to try. It's not going to be as awesome if I don't do anything that's going to make it awesome. Action equals reaction. And then you have how the entire world has been shaped throughout the eons, and people have not been seeing how simple it could be. As above, so below. As within, so without. If I have a thought inside of my mind, and I have the skills to create something, I could create a phone. This phone did not exist before someone had the thought in their mind to create it. You might have the thought like, but I can't. Well, of course you can't if you haven't learned how to do it, but anything can be taught, everything can be learned. So you can do anything you want as long as you are ready to do the thing that needs to be done in order to have it. 2 days ago, I was sitting in the car and I said in the beginning of the video, I'm scared shitless. Because I'm going to do something now that goes so far beyond what I've been doing so far. And that is scary for me. But I went into the emotion of fright and just fear. And I come up on the other side seeing that I had created something completely new. I had created a completely new alternative pathway for my life. And that is something that happens often, because if you want it, if you know what you want, and if you start to create it, it's going to happen. And that ties us into what is going on today, because a lot of things are going on that I don't think a lot of people, many people don't really talk about this, because we have so many other things front and center about what to worry about, what to be fearful of. Most people, if not every single person on planet Earth, knows about the war in Ukraine. But the majority of people seem to not understand that we are energy. And that with this newfound science of quantum physics, and seeing thoughts and consciousness in a completely different light, they don't see that we are now entering a completely new global awakening. Meaning, the more people who think limitless, the more people who will live according to their authentic truth, aligned with love, the more people that create good energy and the more people who spread that message that it is possible, the more people that spread awareness surrounding what systems is keeping us back and the things that is going wrong. And I'm talking fundamentally wrong. I'm talking about the things that leads to a depression if you don't do something about it. Like going to a job that you hate because you were told. Pretty sure that you might have this understanding of a feeling that something is up. Something has shifted. Something is changed, but you might not know why. But there is something telling you that something is weird. That feeling is your intuition telling you that right now you're in the middle of a global awakening. And if you have been through that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you're probably as excited as I am. Because we are entering a new level, a new chapter of humanity. And it's unlike anything that has been before because we have learned from how we tried to be it before. You can go back to ancient Egyptian texts. You can go back to ancient scriptures and religions and all that stuff. And you can see that that was just a precursor for what's to come. They tried to explain things through the lens of the understanding they had back then. And now we have quantum physics and we have equipment and technology that can show what they tried to explain in parables. That it is all you. You are the creator. And I'm not talking about the almighty creator that is going to do anything that creates everything that they see in their mind and the all-knowing being that is just going to rule everything. No. You are the creator because you are one of many people who create the universe as they go by being the universe and observing itself through itself and creating with the force of creativity and love. The further into space you want to watch for stars, the more you're going to find. The further into the micro, you're looking for the tiniest of particles, the more you're going to find. We're always going to find what we're looking for. The question is, what are you looking for? And now more and more people are looking for the same thing. As more and more people are starting to look for the same thing, we collectively create a new reality. We collectively create a completely new world, a completely new paradigm. And because of that, I have no issues with whatever is going on in the world because I know light will always outshine darkness. Always. And we are at that point now where more and more people are waking up to this, the reality of this, and fucking tossing away the fear, tossing away the systems, politics, money, all those shitty archaic systems that has no meaning anymore. Well, still do to some degree, but it's falling, it's crumbling. The old world is crumbling. As you see, religion is starting to make less and less sense. Capitalism and survival of the fittest makes less and less sense. Now the entire world is in a financial uprising and everyone is having a bad time. But that is just temporary. We now have the technology that can change everything. Just the fact that I'm watching this lens and on the other side is you. Watching this video, listening to these words is magic and an idea is spread. Now think about that. We have technology that can do things uncomprehendable to humans. Uncomprehendable. You can go watch what an AI can do to an abstract object. It can do things that we could not even think possible. Now, use that in a way of waking up the world. Right? We have technology now that allows us so much more than just talking to a camera and sharing a video, which in itself is huge because just look at what the internet and social media and our connectivity, the unity, all of this has led to in terms of how humans have raised their awareness, how we now are expanding consciousness because we are literally connecting our thoughts. I'm sharing my thoughts on screen, you're watching them, you're thinking about them, you share them, And so it goes on, the butterfly effect, chaos theory, all these things that we have known about all the time, but we seem to not really talk about the fact that we are all able to create a new reality. If you come together and if we see this for what it is. And now so many people see it for what it is. So many people are taking up the fight. So many people are just being themselves. That's the thing. This does not require a riot. This does not require pain and suffering and violence to get down, to tear down the old system. No. This is just being you. Being your authentic self in love. That's it. Align with your truth. That's it. Because your energy is going to attract more of the same. Your energy is going to attract more of the other people. They're going to raise the people around them simply by being you. Because the energy that you feel, the energy that you create, is going to create changes around you. As above, so below. As within, so without. It starts within you. Once you have that spark in you, once you have that generator started, once the love is flourishing in you for you, you can give that to others. You can now share that. And other people will start their sparks. And they will share that. And what happens then is that the energy field, very simple to research this. If you go down the rabbit hole of quantum physics, you're going to see all of this. You're affecting everyone around you with your thoughts and your emotions alone. And that is changing the universe. The entire universe. Because you are the universe. And the universe works through you. It's insane. In a good way. I don't think I'm going to make a very, very long video about this. This was a very good way to start the day for me. And I'm just going to see what happens during the day and take it from there. Have a fantastic day. I love your face. Take care of your freaking family. And I'll see you in the next one.